What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Inflatable channel. My name is Riley Jones. Today we'll be doing a little bit of a different video, but more kind of in front of camera video, because I rarely do those on this channel, but I do show who I look like, of course. So today's video, I was thinking of talking about how I got started in the Gemmy community, and that traces back to 2017. More like 2016, but 2017 is when I officially started. So I guess going back to 2016, I at first was not allowed to make YouTube videos because I was at the time 12, and of course I started when I was in 2017. I was 13, and so in 2016 I had a tablet, like I think all teenagers do before they have a phone. And I would just record videos, and it was kind of like me practicing to make content in the future. I would just if I had a display, I would just take it out and film it, and maybe talk over that and stuff. And that was just kind of how I got started making videos, which is practice videos. And how I got introduced into the Gemmy community was years before 2016, like 13, 14, 15, around that 16, not 16, like 14, 15, around that area. I discovered Awesome Guy Inflatable channel, who has since, of course, retired from the Gemmy community, and then found Josh the Inflatable Tractor Guy, and then a few others, and got to know some of the people in the Gemmy community, but I'm not going there yet. So when I officially started in the Gemmy community was in 2017, and that first time was with a channel called RJ Displays Inflatable, and that was the first attempt into the Gemmy community, and that immediately kind of failed. And the reason for that is when I first got started, I was very new to the Gemmy community, and I didn't know anybody really. I knew some people, of course, watching them, but I didn't know all of the community. And I got into the Hangout group chats. I don't even know if Hangout's still a thing anymore, but Hangout was like the Gemmy community contact place, to talk to all the big names like Lucas the Huge Gemmy Guy, Intamin Dude, Danny Dude, or Danny, I forgot his channel name. But Chase the Inflatable Chase the Inflatable Guide, Awesome Guy, Josh, bunch of big names in the Gemmy community. And I got in those group chats, and it just wasn't exactly the healthiest community. It was kind of cyberbullying me a little bit, and it just was not the greatest area to be in. So I just kind of just lost interest, so I just shut that channel down completely. And then around June, July, I attempted it again with a channel called Holiday Decorations, which I didn't mention in the beginning, was the test name I was using in 2016 as my practicing channel name, was Holiday Decorations. And so I went with that name and used that channel for a good maybe 3 months, and that just didn't seem to take off. And then tried again with a channel called Holiday Inflatables or something, and that only lasted maybe like a week. And then I was like, I've had it with the channel bullies, I've had it with anything, I'm going to do an inflatable channel. And so that's when I came up with the Inflatable Guy, which is this channel. And I started it in August of 2017, and just it took off from there. And since that time, I met Chase the Inflatable Guide, Williams Herbal Inflatable Channel, or Holiday Inflatable Channel, I believe now, a guy named Inflatable Man, which I don't think he uploads as much anymore. I had the opportunity to meet Josh the Inflatable Tractor Guy. No, all these people I have not met in person. I did meet Chase, though, and I do have a video with him on my channel if you'd like to check that out. And I might put it in the link in the description if you want to go check out the videos I did with Chase when I met him in December of 2017. But like I was saying, I met a bunch of cool people online and had the opportunity to talk to Josh the Inflatable Tractor Guy, like I said, Awesome Guy Inflatable channel, I don't know if I ever had the opportunity to talk to Lucas, the Gemmy guy, but I have been in hangout calls with him before in the past, and I actually thought it was just, and I really got to know some of these people and had some of their numbers, and that was actually like the first time I actually was friends with an online community that was extremely healthy. And I hate that I didn't get to meet all of them in person, but that's just how it was. And Chase was the only one I really met in person, and that was a really fun time for sure. And then 2018, I just continued uploading and had fun. And then I believe it was in 2018, because I did have a video of it. No, I don't have video of it, but I mentioned it. Halloween 2018, I had a fan actually come up to the trick or treat, and I remember the words pretty vividly. He said, "I've seen your videos before," and I was like shocked because I was a small inflatable channel at the time. Maybe I don't know if I was at 100 subscribers yet, but I was kind of just still new in the Gemmy community, even though I started, a year prior. And I had a name for myself a little bit, so that was kind of shocking. And that's really the only time it's ever happened. I've had someone know who I was and actually came to see my display and the Halloween display, and so that was just a crazy, time. And in 2019, still uploaded, had a great time, and it was around December that I just started getting kind of burnt out of making content for inflatables in the Gemmy community, but wasn't tired of inflatables. And so in 2019, I just kind of made a video. The last video I uploaded was a Christmas display of 2019, and just kind of stopped uploading like regularly after that. But in 2020, I uploaded unboxing of you can see it in the frame here, the 10-foot Christmas tree from 2014 when I first got it, in 2014 when I was 10. And I believe I might have uploaded the 2020 Halloween display video in 2021, I believe, but I did upload that. And in 2020, I made like an update video because I was, kind of not retired from the Gemmy community. I was just kind of taking a break. And in 2021, still in 2020 and 2021, I still decorated for the holidays, and still enjoyed it, but just wasn't motivated to film it anymore. That was where I just kind of wasn't enjoying that part. So I kind of stepped away from the filming in 2019, of course. And then 2022, at around September of last year, I got inspired because I was watching videos from the other creators I used to know and watch, and got inspired and was like, hey, let me just do it again. Let me just get back into it. And so that's what I just did. I started uploading again in September, a few weeks before the Halloween display was set up, and I've been just doing it ever since. And I actually have enjoyed kind of doing the inflatable community thing again. It has been a while. Now I've noticed when I've come back to the Gemmy community, because of course now I am no longer the inflatable guy, but now it's just my name, which is actually my Instagram handle. That's why it's 3 or 4 underscores, Riley _Jones, 3 or 4 underscores. I don't know. That's just what I decided to go with. So it's a unique name. It's hard to search, but I just don't feel like going under a inflatable related name anymore. So it's still the same channel, still the same person, but I'm not the inflatable. I was the inflatable guy. Now I'm just my name, Riley Jones. And I think that's totally fine. And now with this new season of being in the community again, I'm no longer as active as in doing videos with other creators. And I would like to maybe get involved with other creators again. I just haven't had motivation to contact any of them or to do anything. And that's not me. It's just haven't how I've done things with this new season of doing inflatable videos again. So hopefully maybe soon I might collaborate with other Gemmy community members if I get involved in groups again. So we'll see where that goes. And if any of y'all would like to maybe talk, to collaborate, I'd love, to just comment down below or comment in the community chat or DM me on my Instagram, which I have in my bio, in my about page on the YouTube channel if you'd like to follow me on there. Um, and so, yeah. And so another thing, for those who are fairly new, maybe watching the channel since 2017, that I do my inflatable reviews just a little differently. Now, usually with inflatable reviews, they show the box and they talk about it, and they might unbox it on camera, or they might pause and take it out of the box and then inflate it on camera. For me, I don't really care about the inflation part on camera. To me, I feel like that takes a long time and that's a lot of video. To me, all you do, to me, how I like to do it is I show the box of the inflatable, talk about it, pause the video, take it out of the box, and then fully inflate it, and then come back when it's inflated and just show the inflatable. That to me is just the easy, simple way to do videos, and that's how I personally like to do videos. As you can see, which I didn't address at the beginning of the video, is I'm sitting on my bed, which is kind of my inflatable set in a way, which has been like that for the past 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5 years. Not 5, 4, 3 or 4 years at least. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say in this video. This was just kind of talking about how I came into the Gemmy community and how I stepped back for about 2-ish years and came back, but as a different name and maybe not as involved, but still wanting to make content in some form. And of course, like most of the people in the Gemmy community, this isn't the big season because all of us usually are doing all the videos in October, November, and December, and maybe in September seeing the store displays of new inflatables. And of course, we're in that season where we're not as involved with holidays, except for maybe Easter, which was recently, and of course coming up in July, which is the 4th of July, which will show a display video on that because I haven't done a video on that in a while, so you'll have to see how that looks. It looks really good. And so yeah, that was this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.